Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery with a whole lot of colors, all in the magentas and pinks and oranges family. And I was hoping that wasn't going to make a terrible squeak. And I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to make a flip cup. And then after that, if I don't like it, I'll do something else. I'm going to put some black enamel in instead of... I thought about using some silicone, but I'm just going to put some black enamel in. And I'm going to try and use every one of those colors one at a time. I think I ought to shake some of those colors, make sure that they're... Now, I don't really want to mix this much, to tell you the truth, because that black will make something else. Let's just make sure everything has a little shake. Doesn't matter if they're similar to each other. It's a great experiment. It's one I've wanted to make for a while. Just layering all those colors in there. This is a color shift from Folk Art that I never use, because it looks less pretty in the bottle than it does when it dries on the canvas. This is a 24 karat gold with some orange in it. I'm just going to move around there. I am going to take one of my little spoons, which are great to get the marbles out, and I'm going to put some black in the spoon so I can float it on the surface in there. And then I think, that's the black enamel, remember. And then I think I'm going to put some of my gold in there also. I don't know if that's going to work, but I'm just floating a layer right in the middle. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Back to the colors at hand, some of which I shook, and remember, I don't know what that is, but I know I put gold and iridescent pearl fine in it to make it shimmer. I think this was a magenta from Golden, and then I did something else to it. But a lot of times I use the neon from Artist Loft to sort of thin colors, especially like magenta, make them go a little further. I like to squeeze half of the air out of the container before I go in and shake it and put my finger over the top. Don't shake it with your caps on, because the caps don't stay on tight. This is going to be pretty cool, actually. I want some darker orange. There it is. I'm repeating that color. Well, I would have. Whoop. There's obviously something in there. And now there's something there. And I like the gold with the orange in. And here's some regular red metallic that I think is the last of what I've got that was an Anita's. I don't even see I don't see them putting it out anymore. And here is, last but not least, my favorite color shifting purple from Folk Art. And what do I want to put in? What's going to be on the bottom? Maybe the bottom should be the black again. That's a Folk Art gloss enamel. Now, I can do anything I want to this if I don't care for it. And basically, I'm just going to grab this 16 by 20 inch canvas that's unprimed. Well, it's primed, but it's primed and dry from the store. And I'm going to flip my cup like I used to do 2 years ago. Tap it like most people do. I'm going to lift it that way and drag it back. I'm going to let it drain down, and then I'm going to put all that paint right back on the canvas. I'm actually going to use my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. And these are available on the Amazon. Like there's like 7 of them. I don't care for the longest one, because I haven't figured out what to do with it yet. If one of you bought one of those and you know what to do with that, let me know. I think it could be one of those, I want to call it a thwap swipe, but it's kind of zen. Well, look at the cells popping in there. That's so nice. I'm using a small bucket right now because my large bucket has a hole in it and I'm trying to mend it. So what I used to do is put other colors around the vast quantity of the paint, and I kind of want to see how far I can make this go before I need to do that. And those leopard print cells in the middle are awesome! And I do like this black down here, so my inclination is to just give myself some other black, because I have it. And that might give us some negative space. That should allow me to flow the paint further. I've got an edge catcher and I kind of want to use it too. Yes, that's the sound of me peeling one up. Let me grab one that's not as attached to everything else. There we go. So that's tremendous, really. Kind of wish I'd used some yellow because it might have some lighter colors in there, but I think it's still going to be fine. So let's just do the same thing on this side and give me some flowability, we hope. And put that edge catcher right up here. I think I'm going to flow that gold paint down until I get so close to this other side with that paint that it's... Wow, got some really wicked cells. And no silicone. That's just incredible. So I'm trying to get that paint to go down where it's not going to roll down my arm and stretch without losing all its cool cells. And then I could save it and put it on the other side, which is what I'm inclined to do actually. So I'm just going to save that paint and put it right back on again. I think, oh, I shouldn't have spread it across the whole thing. You know what I'm going to do instead of that? I should have had it close to the edge. I'm going to use my OXO omelet turning spatula. These are available on the Amazon link below, show more. And I'm hoping I'm not going to make too much mud. Just going to scrape that right off and use it. Now if I want some other color in here, this is the time to think about that. I think I may sneeze. Excuse me. I have the fan on, but there's definitely pollen in the air. I like that blue. And I think I'm just going to indulge myself because I can. So I'm going to put that edge catcher. Actually, what am I going to do? I'm going to scrape off that paint that I see over there. Right back onto the edge catcher. Right back onto my spatula. And then I'm going to put this back up here. Because paint will flow to paint. So any paint I have is all fair game for whatever I might want to use it for. And if I want to blow something around, I can put that in the bucket for a minute, then I can use a straw to fill in a hole. And I might even expose some other colors. Which I just proved. So I sort of took away some of my grip on the edge here. And I want to decide what I'm going to do. And I'm going to just do what I always do, as long as I can get paint to come out, which is doubtful at this exact moment. Alright, so I'm going to give myself the pleasure of that paint right there. Because I can, the name of my first book on the Amazon link. And as long as we're here, why don't we combine it with the orange, because I like the orange. And this was all supposed to be about the oranges and the blacks. I mean the oranges and the pinks. But that black has done quite the interesting job of helping us out. So the harder I tip, the more likely I am to get a nice big puddle. And I can run it down and then tip it right back on again. And I can always retrieve the paint on my edge catcher, so I should just keep that handy. And I'm keeping my cells so far. I really want a tiny little edge catcher, to tell you the truth. Doesn't have to be a huge one to work. It just has to be able to stop paint from escaping. So I'm going to go right there and push it back again. Yeah, I made a mess. Oh well. I'm going to use this part of that. This is just to cover the edge. I'm going to rock that edge catcher. I'm going to take it right off again. I'm going to see what else I might want. What I really want, what I really want, is to put this other one up here again and let everything tip down and hope I can keep most of my cells. think I want to cant that, send it on a diagonal. I really believe that the black enamel does such an amazing job at creating cells that it's very hard to fail if you're willing to take a risk and use it. So this doesn't look like anything else I do, which is kind of cool. And whatever paint comes off here, I'm going to put back on in the spaces that are left. And it's just fun to experiment. Even with accidental art, it's really fun to experiment. I'm going to let that go right down there. Pull it right off without trying to destroy that other paint I have saved. Come on, I need 3 more hands. So that's pretty cool. I just kind of think I would love to be able to save that white negative space. But what I'm going to do right now instead is grab the paint that I just grabbed. It's beautiful. And put it on that corner. I'm going to use my finger because there's a nice little fat puddle above. And I can blow what's there around to fill in if I want. Or I could put some white in there. Wait. Yes. Or purple or whatever. But I think white. White is the white metallic from Anita's. And one of the things I love about it is it makes cells. The other thing is it's more like water than white. What I mean about that is it sort of, it doesn't obscure any colors particularly. I wonder what's going to happen when I torch this. I love these cells over here. They're very cool. Let's get the one edge catcher, the tiny one, out of the way that's not, it's not serving any functional purpose right now. And let's grab this paint. Let's grab some of this paint. I want some pink right up there. I'm just going to knock as much paint off my spatula as I can get. I'm going to look at this, and what I really want to do is weird. What I really want to do is put some of this right in here. Let it go down over the edge. Use my edge catcher again. I'm going to be painty. This is definitely wild. So I knew that that would spread. I kind of want to change up that area a little bit just by adding something to break up that block of pink and orange. And then anywhere that you have a new quantity of paint flowing, you can of course expect it to flow when you tip. I can do anything I want, and what I want to do is probably put a skewer in there for the moment, one that's not stuck to another one perfectly. Now, I remember when I used to do a lot of accidental art in the beginning, in the first year, I would use my skewer quite a bit. So it wound up being not accidental in the end, because plenty of it was on purpose. I really like that pink, and I kind of want the eye to jump back and forth. So I guess I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do. I want that to come out. I really, really do. It's one of those that I should cut the tip, but once I do, I'm going to have a really large opening. It occurs to me, wherever my glasses are on my head, that they should be on my eyes. I'm blowing with a straw as opposed to tipping so that I get a different effect. And it's kind of like the bloom technique, in that when you blow, it sort of forces the cells out, and that's kind of neat. And I think what I want there is a little bit of orange too. I'm not actually done thinking about that orange either, because I kind of like the idea of it up that way. Either that or black. And black and gold will often be catalyst for each other. So I can just put my skewer right in there and I will get some really, I'm pretty sure I will get some cells popping. Yeah, there they are. They're coming. So this down at the bottom is asking me for, oh, I got 1 minute left. I do sell my artwork. I used to give lessons at the house, and I will as soon as this virus thing is over. Please share my videos. Please watch them longer if you get the opportunity. That is the one thing that really, really will be of vast assistance to me, to tell the YouTube algorithm that more people should be allowed to see my videos. Is they only place things when they notice that people are watching them. So what else? Teespring clothing under the video has Oliver print leggings and Oliver print t-shirts. And I'm just giving myself the colors I want to have my eye jumping back and forth, and I'm hoping that that is what I really want. And I don't see any of my favorite. I've got 2 minutes left, and there's a good chance I may forget to tell you what I'm supposed to be telling you, so I'm going to try and remember as much now as I can while I skewer this, which is, there are Facebook groups. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is for students. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and you can find tomorrow's video there. Expressionist Art Studio Totes and More is where I have been sending people to find the Shop Now button that'll take you to Fine Art America and Pixels.com, where I have been posting my stuff since 2013. And even if you're not there to shop, it's just a fun trip. I love you guys. There's 86,000 of you. I'm going to put some white pearl in here. I can't help it. Sometimes I just love the look of the white space. And I'm going to just keep on playing. With the straw. I think a little more of this blue isn't going to hurt anything. This blue is a Modern Masters, and you can get it at Michael's. And it obviously sells like mad. I'm not sure I like it as much as I thought I was going to like it. I want to spin that around. That's just got tremendous cells. That's what's going on with this. And I'm going to let all of that fall down a little bit, because I'm not as thrilled with that white edge as I thought I was going to be. Things aren't moving very fast. And it doesn't matter much what I do with the torch at this point, because the truth is that I've got so many cells here from using the black enamel from Folk Art that it hardly matters. So what am I going to do quick before you're gone? Let's stick a basting brush in. Sideways and twist. Just ever so slightly. I got 1 minute left to tell you guys I got 1,300 videos, and if you check out my playlist, look for creative playlists. They're organized by the 100 and by the genre. When you shop my Amazon link, you help me out, and it's directly under the video, and I appreciate that very much. Also, what also? Check your notifications are turned on, and thank you for the donations. $10 donation will get you in the monthly drawing. There are 5 paintings up for grabs, and the drawing will be in the 3rd week in April. And that's that. I believe that that is pretty cool and doesn't need to have much adjustment at all. Well, maybe just a little bit of my favorite color up here, because I love it. And now I know it disappears. So I'm going to use more. And be a lot more subtle with my blowing through my straw. So you guys take care of yourselves. Stay well. I love you. I'll see you soon. Check Facebook group Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation for tomorrow's video, posted nearly midnight. Bye for now. I love you guys. See you soon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. See you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out. Love you.